Hello everyone. Uh, I'm just making this video. It took me about 2 weeks to think to see if I am going to make this video because I really do not want anyone to suffer from the coronavirus. And one of the main reasons why I decided to make this video is to help at least enhance or strengthen your immune system to be able to make it stronger, that you're not uh, vulnerable to the COVID-19 or coronavirus. You may already know enough about the symptoms, about how you may contract this coward virus. And what you see in the video, the items that I have on this table, every one of them I'm going to explain to you what is the purpose and why I have selected these items. So one being knife, the other one is ginger root. If I were to flip it on this side, so you may know, and then garlic. The little container here, it has honey in it, and as well as the green tea, and this is the hair dryer. And the chopping board as well to explain to you why I have them all here. I do not want to talk about the coronavirus itself because you already know enough about it, because everywhere you see in the news or everyone talking about is just coronavirus. Uh, so and this is a coward virus, and the reason why I call it a coward is because it hits you from the back. So cowardly, and it incubates in your system for about 14 days, and then cowardly stab you from the back. And what I mean by that is it just um, gets into your system sometimes with no symptoms, and then after 14 days, which it has already occupied your respiratory system, especially the lungs, then all of and majority of the cases, they would come out, and then it would show all of the symptoms, and then at that point, yeah, they have occupied most of your system, and you may already know more than what I know. So as you know that this virus is brand new to the humanity, so as much as I know, you may know, and even the health municipalities in your area and the whole government's healthcare system may know that much as you may know now, because every day there is new development, talking about the new symptoms that has been developed by the scientific experiments that is done on the COVID-19. So what I'm going to show you here is a few things to help you strengthen your immune, as I said. So reason why I do this is because I myself have asthma, including my four boys, except my wife doesn't, but we are more, when I looked at the more vulnerable people, one was that whoever has asthma is also one of is more vulnerable, that if it attacks your respiratory system, so it would put you into in danger, and especially if you don't have the facility to get the respirator or the whatever they want to call it in your area. So that's why I want to strengthen my immune system. Anything that you do that is not putting your health at risk, so do it. So at this in this for me, this has worked so far. Thank God that I haven't brought the virus home. I am the only one who is going to work because I work in the first line. So therefore I'm taking all the measures possible that is safe, and at the same time it is also helping me not to spread it if in case I carry the virus with no symptoms. So that's why I'm making this video. So use your discretion as to whether you want to do this or not. But I am recommending it, and I'm doing it because it has strengthened my immune and as well as my kids as well. So I will explain to you in a few minutes as to how I do this. First of all, when it comes to the virus, it once it gets into your system, mostly it gets into your system through your mouth or through your nose or eyes. So one of the things that I do is once I come from home, after all of the other measures that I take to put all of my clothes into the dryer, or if need be, I need to laundry it, I put them in the laundry. So I put them in the dryer at high temperature for about 15 minutes. And then after sanitizing myself, like before I even put anything in, I make sure that I wipe my hands with hand sanitizer, and then I wipe down all of the areas, especially the knobs and everything that you see that I touch. I just sanitize that with other wipes to disinfect it, not to bring it in. As soon as I come in, I wash my hands. I just pretty much strip down to only underwear, put everything in the laundry or dryer. I just come upstairs and take shower. So first thing I do is after I get out of the shower, I take the hair dryer. So what I do is I put it on high. So right here, so I put it on high, and then I turn it on. I sip a little bit of water in my nose to make it a little bit wet, so moist. So and then I turn this on in an upward position like this, and then I just take my nostril on each side, because when the virus gets into your system, it stays on the upper area of your nose or the sinus, and it is proven by science that the virus dies at a temperature between 35 plus. So this one I've tested it, it already gives you more than 35 degrees. So then when I turn this on, I slightly bring my nostril, each one towards the dryer, and then it kind of blows upwards, and then and I feel the heat. So the reason why I put water is just to make sure that you don't get any burns. So bring it enough that it is comfortable, but at the same time it kills the virus itself. So when it stays in your sinus and you kill it in your system, so it doesn't get into your lungs. So because it's already in your respiratory system, it doesn't get in. So this is how I do it, and mind you, if you don't want to do it, it's up to you. But even science doesn't know enough what to do because they don't have any medication. Everyone is will get it. Just basically everyone will get it. Doesn't matter you be young, doesn't matter if you be old, any age, even kids have got it, and death has occurred, that people die from this virus. It doesn't matter what, but if you are susceptible or you have any kind of health compromise, you will be vulnerable, and God forbid you want to save yourself. That was one of the reasons I am actually using the dryer to kill the virus before it gets into my system. And what I do is also I've learned this from a video that came through, and then I feel it is safe because I'm not putting myself or anybody else in danger. And I do this for every one of my family members, including my wife and kids, every day, as much as it is safe to do so. So that's what I do, and it also I've learned from a recent video that it actually lives on the surface for about 3 days. So you want to make sure that it doesn't get into into any surfaces in your home. And one of the healthcare workers, was a doctor, gave a good example. It said that if you are bringing anything, especially grocery or anything that is packaged, make sure that just imagine that if it is like glitter, and you don't want to get any glitter to your household. So and let's say if if you want to strengthen your immune system, what I do first is I chop, like say, every day on my regular routine, whether it be in the, I usually take it in the morning, but it's up to you. So what I do is I chop the garlic into small pieces. And then once it is into small pieces, then I put it into the container, and which looks like this. So I put the honey and mix it up with honey and put it for about 10-20 minutes with the lid on. So when you put the lid on, it kind of it lets this it would help the garlic and honey to produce a antibiotic that is good for your immune, and it kills the bad bacteria or virus, and it actually it strengthens your immune, but it does not kill any of your good bacteria. So that's what I do. And then the other thing that I do is on a regular basis. So what I do is I chop up a little bit of the ginger root, and then I simply what I do is I just put it inside my green tea, just like that. And then and I don't take it out until the evening. I just keep on drinking the tea on a regular basis, but hot, and then let it kind of slowly dilute into the water, into the tea, and it becomes kind of ginger green tea. And I keep on drinking that at the same time. It just strengthens my immune, just to prevent the virus getting into my system. So that's what I normally do, and that was one of the main purposes of the video that I made. I just want to help anyone who could use this safely and to strengthen their immune system. So nobody knows if you got a strong immune system. Therefore, you have to prepare yourself, and you will live. But if not, you will die. If not, you will suffer the worst kind of a death that you would experience. So I have heard this from one of the videos that one patient who actually got it. She was a nurse in Alberta, Canada, and she was saying that if it's kind of a feeling that once you get the pain, once that hits you after that 14 days incubation period. Imagine if somebody stabbed you in the back for multiple with a knife. That's the kind of a pain that she described it. So that's a really, 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 really harsh situation if it gets you and you get into a really bad symptoms after the virus. So ginger and the green tea. You can put lemon in it. It's your choice, but it would be something that you want to do. So and don't get me wrong. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. You must protect yourself and your family. So and make sure that you listen to all of the instructions that has been given to you by your local municipality health authorities, and make sure that you abide by it. Make sure that you don't get it. Prevention is the best cure as you have. But God forbid you get it, you do the same things every day, like if you pray. So make sure that you don't miss it. You do it every day. You do it every day, and it will strengthen your immune, and it would kind of flush it out very quicker from your system compared to if you not do this. Because this is a coward virus. It will attack you and stab you from the back, and you don't want it to happen to you. And reason why I don't have my face on this video is that my face is not important, but the message is important, that will protect you. I know that it would seem crazy to use all of these measures that I've taken, but I've been taking ginger with green tea, um, garlic with honey for about 6 years now, and I was having a lot of coughs before. I was getting really, really sick, to the point that my employer was like, you're making it up. I said, you know what, I don't want to take that chance anymore. I just want to be have a better health. And ever since I'm doing this, I'm not saying that I don't get sick. I get sick, but compared to people who get sick and don't do this, they would go on. For example, if they have a flu or cold, it may go on for about a week and a half, or sometimes 10 to 15 days. But for me, honestly, when I do this, I know that if I get sick and I do this, it just flushes out from my system 3 to maximum 4 days with not a lot of symptoms, especially high fever, body ache, and so on. So just wanted to share this with you. Stay safe and make sure that you protect yourself and protect your family. Use this video as a discretion, on based on your discretion. So and again, if it works for you, do it. And I've been doing it, and it has been working for me, and honestly for my kids too. I just want to make sure that everybody's safe from this COVID-19. Take care and have a good day.